province. A lot of people who have been waiting, bated breath, waiting to see what is the outcome of this elective Congress that is happening at the East London beachfront. But on top of that, you guys really know how to shut down the town. You know? You guys know how to shut down the town. Like, I won't even lie.
People's partners went missing.
Yeah, look, that's between that person and their partner.
Look, one thing about the ANC, they know how to shut down.
How they do?
No, because the town got shut down.
Yeah,
completely
serious.
I was hearing a lot of feedback from people. Some who went down there to go and see it for themselves, and others who went there by invite. Then, of course, those who went to go see what they could see. And what they did come back with, as far as reports go, is that, number one, the beachfront hasn't been shut down like that since the turning on of the lights.
Facts. Big facts. I think there's videos all over social media.
Sure.
You know,
And I mean, we see a lot of it, but is this a reflection on the party that came to do this? Or is this a reflection on the town they came to do it in?
I think both. I think it's 50-50. I think it's 50-50 because you must remember, Siyazithandis, you know.
No, we don't play.
ANC is a very strong faction here, like, you know, it's a very strong party.
Yes, in this region. Yeah,
in this region.
Look,
so you can imagine who's gonna go out, how many people will come down from wherever they come from. Abantu bayagoduka, abanye who are in Joburg, they'll come back, you know.
Oh yeah.
The Ora Tambo faction of Maboyana's side, and then, you know, we've got Matikizela's side. So there's a lot of people. There's
a lot, and besides the actual reason why they're here, and how that part of things is going, the fact that the party decided to come here to do this here, and East London was like, well, we don't really need an excuse to get down, but since you guys are in the building,
you guys are here,
let's get it.
If you insist, allow us to shut it down with you.
This is KNR Radio according to you.
All right, so some Mpumalanga ANC members were in shock after learning that one of their comrades, a former Wits SRC president, had allegedly been linked to the murder of Hilary Gardee, the daughter of former EFF General Godrich Gardee. In messages posted in the governing party's WhatsApp groups, they apparently defended the 39-year-old suspect who has been arrested in connection with the abduction and subsequent murder of Gardee that has sent shockwaves through the country. The man, described as an employee of the ANC caucus in the province and owner of student properties in Mbombela, was arrested in Skumansdal on Friday. Police said he was the prime suspect in Hilary Gardee's murder and is one of 3 suspects arrested by police since Friday. The man will only be named when he appears in Nell Strait Magistrates Court. Was arrested along with 2 others following the brutal killing of a 28-year-old IT graduate and businesswoman. One of the chain messages circulating on ANC groups said, as seen on Pretoria News, defended the 39-year-old man. The message said the suspect could not have killed Hilary because he was a highly educated political researcher based at Mpumalanga legislature and held the position of director. He runs 4 student houses, which also uses guest house during the school holidays. He has about 5 work vehicles used by his staff, including a bus for students. You see, it's not like the guy with the 1 car or 1 house. It would be difficult for him to account for each car at each house. Who is there and what are they there for? Over and above, he is extremely busy with political work and jobs. And his job that reads. So this is one of the messages that...
Hold on.
Excuse me.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
I have so much to say about this.
Okay. I don't know. We can shoot.
So the reason he could not have killed
Is because he has
he's
money.
a political figure. a businessman.
Allegedly, this is one of those things that keep.
First of all,
it's one of those
you
things.
see-
One of those things that keep people from having other people killed or killing them.
Yeah,
I quote, you see,
because you've
it's
got
not like
money.
he's the guy with the one house and the one car.
car.
What does
does
that
that
mean?
mean?
So only people with one or less house
Struggling people.
and car
Or-
are likely to be able to then take the life of somebody. I don't know. I just want to understand.
I also want
I don't understand.
I want to get it so that I don't make the mistake of buying more than one car or house in case I have to kill somebody. Is that what it's?
I guess
That's what it's implying.
Like, what? It makes no sense to me because, first and foremost, this is ANC guy, right?
Yeah.
Hillary's dad is an EFF member, right? This
Right.
could be politically based as
If
Right.
you see, for me, I don't even want to look
That's a
at
theory.
any of the details. That's a theory. I'm talking about what we know. Is that a woman is dead and the person is a suspect. Where he's from, what
how many
political
cars.
party is affected, where the girl's mother is, all of that will come out in due course as far as the investigation, and we're not gonna start doing the investigation
For them, yeah.
for the police. What we also know is that people are defending him because of his social status.
yes, clearly stated in that statement.
Yes.
Like they made sure that they want to get that out there that he has 4 student
that
houses
he
that
has
he
no
owns.
need.
This reminds me of when
working
Minister Angie Motshekga said that the people who are doing the raping of students are not educated people because educated people don't rape.
That is ridiculous.
This is the Minister of Education.
That's not an educated response.
At
Kwa
all.
Yuan.
Well, you get where I'm going with this, is that especially someone in a position of influence can be very, very careless if they don't watch about what the things that they say.
Yes.
And so these utterances, as far as what is being said in this news item, simply make us understand again that there are people who don't understand the bigger picture when it comes to the gravity of situations like this, who can make a very ill-informed statement
Very irresponsible.
by saying it can't be him.
It could never
Why?
be him.
Why?
He's busy.
I'm sorry.
He's
This
busy.
also reminds me about a lot of excuses that relate to GBV.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
that pastor cannot be a rapist. That
Yes.
Oh
pastor
no,
can-
he's
he
a
could
pillar of the
never.
community.
He could never.
He's a pillar of the community. How dare you accuse
Accuse
our
him.
spiritual leader?
Which is one of the biggest reasons why girls won't come out. Why females find it very difficult to come out and say, "This happened to me. I got sexually
or
assaulted.
victims
I got
generally,
raped."
because
Yeah.
Because
if you know
men in power
in the
always
religious
protected.
in the religious side of things, we have to we have to consider the fact that it's difficult enough to call out a spiritual leader about something religious,
Yeah.
let alone something that has nothing to do with religion, where somebody has been taken advantage of.
For sure.
That's a step between this and that. That now people are going to be saying, "Are you sure you really want to go there? I mean, this guy has been here for us, or this lady has been, that person officiated over my marriage."
You know, he was the MC
He was
at
oh
our
my
anniversary.
gosh.
He
That's-
baptized our child.
Oh,
Been a part of our
Never
family.
you see now.
forever.
That's exactly why
I
they
know
feel
this
like
man.
they can do that. That's what
Yeah.
they take advantage of the fact that they know they're gonna have, so say, supporters or people who will say these wonderful things about them. I baptized you. You did this
Yeah,
and this.
your
And
kids grew up in front of me. How can they now turn around and accuse me of doing something so foul? He's like, dude, umntanam said nguwe. Like,
and beza thethela ntoni loo nto? Now umntana uyalila, and this is what happened.
yeah, I
But
know.
anyway, back to the story.
Anyway, police have revealed that a man who disarmed a cop and 3 people at New Somerset Hospital on Saturday night is himself a former police officer. The shocking shooting incident happened on the 2nd floor of the surgical ward where Sea Point SAPS officer Constable Donay Phillips was guarding an injured man he had brought to hospital for treatment. 2 patients were killed instantly while Constable Phillips died from gunshot wounds to the head on Sunday morning. According to the Western Cape Police Commissioner, Lieutenant General Tembe Sile Pategile, the shooter is a former cop from Hopefield who was dismissed in 2006-2007. He could not immediately disclose the reason for the dismissal on Sunday. Pategile said the incident was not gang-related and victims appeared to have been shot at random while lying on their beds. One of the patients was from Piketberg and the other had no known address and was presumed to be homeless. A brave nurse spoke to the 40-year-old suspect after the shooting, apparently persuading him to hand over his firearm. He was then sedated before being arrested by cops.
Wow.
Wait, so they... Oh, okay. So they injected...
Yeah, they gave him a shot.
They gave him...
So, okay.
But that's classical hospital stuff,
like,
defense.
This is our weapon. Tina Safaginaliti and Leno Saubanjo. You understand? You're first gonna take your gun. Chief. Okay,
yeah.
So he's a former police officer,
Former police officer walked into a hospital.
That sounds like a mental situation.
That's exactly what I was thinking, that it could possibly be.
It seems like those
A breakdown, maybe. Maybe a breakdown.
Getting shot while they're in bed.
Yeah, and shooting 2 random other patients in the ward.
They're already in hospital, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it goes a long way to show the kind of the kind of gravity of mental health that we are dealing with. I mean, former police officer walking around armed into a hospital with clearly some kind of intention, allegedly, of doing harm.
But wait. Is he not possibly a security guard, or maybe...
I think they would have stated that. But if you check at
They literally said former police officer, and they left it at that.
But they also said he was guarding
another police officer was guarding an injured dude. He shot that police officer too.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That police officer tried to...
Police officer tried to disarm him, and he got the worst end of
You
it.
see.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
So it was clearly one of those cases where mentally, like, I can go sharp.
He probably had a breakdown of some kind.
But like, he didn't try to hurt the nurse who like eventually calmed him down. So it's very tricky.
Well,
maybe she was pretty, and he was like, I could never.
Yeah,
I'm playing.
You think she turned on the charm?
You know what I'm saying? Hey, they do have that.
She's like, matron, I've got this.
My man.
Yeah, but shame.
Guys,
rest in peace to those who didn't make it from this this very unnecessarily brutal event, and also I guess more vigilance now, because we are not safe anywhere, not even in the hospital that I'm supposed to be getting attention from. And this is the sadder part, is that
how did he get into the hospital with a gun?
well, there's no metal detectors at a hospital.
Yeah,
Sure,
they don't
you should
check you for weapons.
I don't remember seeing especially a public hospital with restricted access like that.
You're telling me we can walk in a hospital right now?
This is not the first time there's been a shooting. I'm not saying it's cool or that it's allowed, but it's happened at Frere Hospital as well. Here in East London, it's happened in different places.
A lot of crazy things happen at hospitals.
Yeah.
I mean, maternity wards, you can just walk out with a child sometimes.
Yes.
So
that was a thing. That was a
how
thing.
much more walking in with a gun?
The maternity ward thing, that was definitely a thing. Upper Monty, in fact, it used to be such a thing. It used to be such a thing that it was talked about. Well, guys, and I don't want to name the hospital, but it's an East London-based hospital. People were like, dude, babies are being lost at this maternity ward. Like, lost. Like, not one,
like, they're
not
gone.
2. Babies are gone.
They got stolen.
Newborn.
They are not lost because somebody took them.
Ubuhle Black says, morning K now and Decemlazi, always listening. Hey, Buhle.
Hi, Buhle.
Morning to you. Yeah, so the same way that babies can go missing, that the elderly mental patient could just take a walk and never come back.
Yeah.
I thought that especially somebody getting the mental health treatment would be monitored at least on the premises, access, because we're not saying that they are dangerous or anything, but could be a danger to themselves at the time of getting their treatment and all of that. How does such a person just walk, stroll, boom, the next time they are discovered, they are literally walking downtown?
Hate to say it, but it means security ain't doing their job.
Well, you see, this is exactly how we
Hate
got
say
to
it,
this
I don't want to
story.
bring a black man down.
This is
but-
how. Well, it's not. How do you know that? How do you know he was black?
Okay, fair. I don't want to bring nobody down there.
Look, it just goes to show that security is very lax
In
hospital-
places, yeah.
In all these
Very much
places.
so. But then as soon as you want to go in to that place, they have a problem. No KFC inside. You know, they want to abuse power instead of actually doing their jobs. But that's a story for another day, you know. But nonetheless,
You sound a bit bitter, but did they not let you? Did
What
they
happened?
not let your food come through, bro?
Were you starving? I'm sorry.
Was it that
It's
bad?
okay.
no, man, I'm just thinking like, you know.
Did you
like,
not want the porridge?
I've been in a situation where I was supposed to be brought like food into a hospital and they wouldn't allow it. And
Well, that's why they have a nutrition plan. You know,
I mean,
that's why they have a nutrition
Look,
plan.
Unsek was hungry.
He was
and
hungry,
He wanted,
Well,
and somebody had promised him something,
and he wanted
and they couldn't get through this.
he wanted the oxtail,
with his stash. Yeah, you see now.
not
You see now. He doesn't.
good
you know- Wow. Well-
seven colors.
Well, this, we pay enough taxes so that you don't need to have external food brought in.
Fair. Let me just trust that you get.
Yeah, look, and those are rules for many reasons, but we are more talking about the access control for people's safety, and the fact that they are, and just as we've seen now as an example, a hospital where a multiple shooting has happened, and 3 people's lives are lost. That's unacceptable.
That is unacceptable.
That's never gonna fly. I don't care where.
And there needs to be a proper investigation on things like this because you're just gonna let it go. Someone lost their lives. People lost their lives, you know.
Oh yeah, people lose their lives, but
And that means it can happen even right now, today and tomorrow, if it's not like being carefully watched.
and-
You can walk in a hospital with a pistol and shoot somebody.
look, it wouldn't be the first time, right? But isn't one time more than enough?
Exactly.
Anyway,
I would think so.
what do you have for us, Swank?
Today, we were just gonna talk about this ISIS situation, you know.
ISIS.
Yes. there's
Apparently,
a
we have an
problem
ISIS
in Africa,
crisis in South Africa.
in South Africa.
Wait, I'm gonna need some background.
Okay, so apparently, now I say apparently, but I read this in the paper.
Yeah.
Okay. You know these puzzle shops that we have that are run by foreign nationals?
Yes.
Apparently, the money from those puzzle shops are funding insurgency
In other places.
in other places. I think particularly Mozambique.
Yeah,
which is
because
the closest.
the Mozambique situation is still active.
Yeah. Like literally
Ethiopia.
Yeah, Ethiopia. Apparently 6 billion rand has already been funneled through.
That's a lot of money.
What
It's a
would
lot.
ISIS want to do with us? Can you guys just balance me?
Look, war needs to be financed.
Look,
What
ISIS.
war are we gonna be fighting?
The thing is, ISIS is not about. This is from my understanding, not necessarily about if you are about war or not. It's about getting people involved in their cause.
Okay. Okay.
In their cause at whatever cost. And it's come dangerously close to where we are, because Mozambique is 2 countries over.
Yeah, you can drive there. We drive there.
We literally drive, yeah.
You can go through KZN,
Yeah.
a little bit of Swaziland, and boom, you're there. So what does this say? about what they. So they say 6 billion rand has been funneled through to the cause of assisting ISIS allegedly
Through these spazas.
Through these buzzers. They call them TPP operators, third party. I need to just double check that. But yeah.
Sure. Okay. And that's a bit dangerous, though. No. If that is the case, and now to the spaza shop owners, are they aware of this?
Well, they're the ones who are.
Don't jump.
That's your opinion.
Don't jump. That's your opinion.
Right.
We're working with given facts here.
But we
are working with given
Okay,
facts.
fine.
Are they aware that this money is being funneled into the hands of ISIS?
Look, I think a lot of them are aware. Obviously, you
Let's
will
not say
have a
lot.
few.
Let's not use the word a lot. Let's
What
say
should I use?
a good amount of people are aware.
you believe there may be those
Yes.
who,
Of course.
who are aware,
Who are aware?
and do you believe there may be those who are not?
Or
I don't think everybody would be with the program. That's what I'm saying. Like you
Most
keep
definitely
that
not.
kind of information to the handful that need to know.
That
if,
need
if
to
that's
know.
the case,
You know,
Right.
everybody else just needs to bump the cheese up.
get their money, feed their families. For a lot of people, that's all they want to do.
maybe somehow just turning a blind eye as well because they're scared of what will happen to their families in their respective countries. Do you understand? Because they are here, right? Trying to feed their families in their country.
Well, yes, and I mean,
You know,
hence I'm saying when they send that money, what if their belief is that it's going home?
going home party, and
But
they don't know.
but Uncle so and so is
Is from that side?
from that side is
is DJing the thing?
Secretary General.
Yeah,
You
because
don't know.
you never know.
Treasurer.
So these are the type of things that need to be looked into a little bit further, so that we can understand. I know it's very dangerous to make assumptions, so we should run away from it. However, you know, you don't have a mind so that you can't make it up. At some point, you have to take a little bit of an understanding and say, you know, from how I see it, this seems like it's moving in this direction.
Yeah, but in the meantime, Hawks is investigating,
Okay.
so we'll be hearing quite more of that.
And the Hawks have a way of getting this information. It's just that we also know them to be careless when they want.
with certain things, not
Well, careless is careless, you know. And they've been careless with information. They've been careless with seized goods. They've been careless with, but they've also been great at getting some other things exposed. So we hope this will be one of them, to see if we are not, by supporting these businesses, if we are not indirectly then supporting the end user, who apparently and allegedly from these articles is the state, the ISIS state. That's crazy. To think that us buying whatever we need, Exhalin is indirectly funding, you know.
And you know the thing is, we
Basically,
don't
a war.
even think that far. We just want
to
some
do
milk
well.
from my friendy. That's it.
fair enough.
Can't
Because
either-
money,
can't-
we're the ones who are buying.
Well,
When that money is
yes,
going-
and so this is why I was asking earlier. Do you think the shop owners are aware? Because us as the
Consumer.
as the consumer, we are certainly not aware that the little bit that I spend there, combined with the little bit that everybody else spends, which becomes a lot, is being cut and sent to different versions of, you know, what we have always run away from.
Oh, word. You know, it's really crazy to think about that. Because, what's that water company? Aqual.
Yeah.
When I found out they're a cult
I had no clue.
since high school, do you know
Aqual.
how much
I
I
used
used
to
to
drink
love
the flavored
Aqual? Only to find it's a cult.
So
And
that same cult where this all take place is a place where we used to be taken to go and sing
are you serious?
in the mid 90s or the early 90s. We used to go there we were there like 3 or 4 years in a row, and it's only now that everything came out that when we bounce it over a child and start thinking of the weird things that used to happen there. Like, you know.
It was
So
Oh snap!
yeah, a lot of things clicked.
Yeah.
So imagine if your shock was on the water side. My shock knowing that that's where it's from, and I've been there like 3, 4, 5 times, you know, and only found out later that there was even the water thing, but really what they were doing there was really unacceptable. It makes you think. It makes you think.
But it also goes to show that how shall I say how blind we can be to things that are
naive.
happening around us,
Be very
or
naive.
naive.
Yeah, because
times.
also out of sight, out of mind. You know, if it's not being done in front of your face, a lot of times
always-
you're gonna take your focus to something that's more tangible or right in front of you. You're not gonna
Happy thoughts. Go to your happy place.
happy place. Try to get yourself into a space where you don't have to worry about how cruel or terrible this world is. Instead, just about the things that make you happy.
And we all want to be happy, don't we?
Yes.
Don't we all?
Very important.
Listen, guys, 10 minutes now before 10 a.m. Moments in current affairs with my co-analysts, Msoink London and the Phoenix. Good morning and welcome to the program. If you've just joined us, you're about 50 minutes late, but never too late to join the movement. Thank you for making us your 9 to 12 destination.
We're social. Check us out on Facebook.